let's talk about the next thing I want to talk about, which is crypto cost averaging. Let's talk about kids' pensions as well. These are two things that we've been looking at in the last couple of weeks. Now, I've been heavily invested in crypto since, I don't know when. It's like Bitcoin was, I think Bitcoin was about 10 grand. So however long that is, 2017 December, if memory serves. And obviously, I've got a massive issue right now with Bitcoin. And the issue is that back in December, when it was 10 grand, I actually put my order in when Bitcoin was $1,500, in fact. And I should have a lot more Bitcoin. I should have 6 times more Bitcoin than I currently have. But they never received the order. And so when I realised, like, oh! So I went and I put in the order and we bought in at the 10 grand. I mean, don't get me wrong, we're very happy. You know, it's 4x at the moment and it's dipped from being 6x. But it'll go back up and we're fine with all that. So we've been invested in cryptocurrency via Bitcoin for quite some time. Now, one thing I haven't done, and I'm really, really kicking myself, one, because I was lazy and I couldn't be bothered finding out actually how to do it, and two, because I didn't know how to do it, right? Ties into number one, I was too lazy to find out. But one of the things that we should have been doing all the way back in 2017, we would be much, much wealthier than we are today. But one of the things I should have been doing was, we call it dollar cost averaging, but I use the term crypto cost averaging. Crypto cost averaging is really, really simple. I'm probably going to do a video on it, like a pre-recorded video, and we'll upload it to YouTube at some point. But it's just, how do you actually do it? And it's really simple. We'll tell you very quickly now. You go to Binance, you go buy some crypto, £25, let's say, of Cardano or Bitcoin or Ethereum or Ripple or Doge or what's the other one? Not Doge, the other dodgy one that I bought a lot of. Shiba Inu. I've got so many millions of Shiba Inu. It makes me sound really wealthy. when you convert it, it's like, oh, you're not that wealthy. It's because it's like 0.00004 cents per coin. Anyway, so what you do is you put in an order for 25 quid, $25, and then you repeat that order once every 2 weeks or once every week, and now it will fire off a purchase order every single week for 25 quid. So if you set that up for XRP, Ripple, you will just automatically buy $25 of Ripple every single Saturday, regardless of the price. Now, obviously, Bitcoin has dropped, and so we had, today's Monday, we had a purchase order go through for Bitcoin and a couple of the other ones as well, including Ripple and Ethereum and Cardano. We're not shy about telling you what we invest in. It's basically the top 5 or 6, basically. That's where we're at, and that's why we're investing. We put into Doge and Shiba Inu just for the hell of it, just to see what would happen, and obviously they're in profit. In fact, everything's in profit, more or less. Except the kind of thing that's bothered me is that it's taken me 4 years to actually get to doing this. When we invested in something like Bitcoin, we were really ahead of the curve. I remember walking into Waterstones in Leeds in maybe September 2017, asking for books on cryptocurrency and Bitcoin, and the lady's like, "What? I don't know what you're talking about. Maybe in the finance section?" And I went and bought all the books that they had on cryptocurrency, all 3 or 4 books. It cost me like £60. And actually, if I'd have put that 60 quid into Bitcoin, that would have turned into a couple of grand. Instead of buying books, I should have just bought the damn cryptocurrency. But look, if you just buy, the minimum order, by the way, is like $15 a week, or $15 per order, I think it is. So, you can buy it once a month, once a week, once every 2 weeks. Heck, you can even buy it once a day. You just have to set up 7 repeat orders to go out every single day of the week. So, you could do that if that's what you wanted to do. But you know what? We're just buying it. We set up, and we're just going to forget about it. And then, trust me on this. When we say we're going to forget about it, what actually happens is that we log in every single day. We go, oh, look. Oh, that's up. Oh, no, that's down. Oh. So when we say we're going to forget about it, we buy it and we forget it. We don't forget it. We log in every day and we check it. But we buy it and we're just going to forget it. Right? We're going to forget it until like a couple of years. And then, you know what? Even if it stays even, it's like just putting money into a savings account. Even if it goes down, like, seriously, is it going to go down? We think about this. How many dollars have been printed in the last 2 years, last 18 months, compared to the time previous to that? And I can tell you that there's been more dollars printed in the last 18 months than at any other period combined for the last, since dollars were created in 1776 or whenever it was, when traitorous Americans beat the English. Happy Traitors Day for July the 4th. So, what was I talking about? So, I went on to the American Revolution there. So, how many dollars have been printed? Now compare that to how many Bitcoin have been printed or mined versus how many you can actually mine. There's only 21 million Bitcoin, right? And if it's, I don't know how many millionaires there are, but if a millionaire wants one whole Bitcoin, and there's something like 130,000 millionaires, I don't know how many there are, there's a lot of millionaires, 130,000 millionaires. Like, how many Bitcoins do they want? If it's more, there's more than that. There's millions of millionaires. Somebody do a search. I don't know how many it is, but it's a lot, right? Bitcoin, the price has to go up. Over the next 10, 15 years, it simply has to go up. And as we get further into crypto and NFTs and functionality of crypto, these prices are going to go up. Now, it may not be the current top 5, top 6 that we've currently got. There'll be new stuff coming through that's got extra functionality. But we want to be involved in that, in that game. Now, I'm a great believer, by the way, that if you've only got investments in cryptocurrency, I think you're risking far too much. You need to be putting money into the stock market. You should be putting money into the properties. We've put a lot of money into property, and actually the money that comes out of property then goes into our cryptocurrency. So currently we've got money that makes money, and I love that. And so, we're paying down mortgage debt this year. We're buying more properties this year. The money that we make from the purchase of those properties, from the regular rentals, that's going to come in, and that'll go over to buying cryptocurrency. That'll end up paying more debt down, and that'll end up buying more property. So it's a really good vicious circle, or a good circle of us making money off the money that we've spent, which then goes out and makes more money. But we dollar cost average our cryptocurrency. Now, actually, I've not bought any more Bitcoin since 2017 until the last couple of weeks. And then we bought, and the price went down. We bought, the price went down. We bought, and the price goes down. And hopefully, we're going to keep buying, and the price is going to hopefully keep on going down. Because the more it goes down, the more we get to buy. I'm really out of focus today. I don't know what's going on. I think I've turned off autofocus in the software. I'll have a play with that. But that's what we're going to do. Continuing, we're going to cryptocurrency. We're going to crypto cost average this. And that's going to work very well for us, I think, over the next 5 or 10 years. In alignment with that, one of the things that we're doing, so we've got three kids. We've got a 16-year-old, we've got a 13-year-old, and we've got a 7-year-old. And one of the things I've been meaning to do, and I've had podcasts about, what we're going to do is this, and we've never actually done it. But today I downloaded forms. Here are the forms. This is for Hargreaves Lansdown to open a junior SIP. A SIP is a self-invested pension pot. I don't know what the P stands for. Anyway, it's a pension for kids. It's a junior one. You put £100 a month in. They can't access it until they're 55, but that will soon be 57. But they've got a long way to go. They've got another 50 years, 40 years for that, depending on which one it is. But we're just going to put in like £100 a month for each one. And then when they get to pensionable age at 57 or 60 or 65, whatever that's going to be, when they get there, they can draw down their pension. So whatever shit they're going to have to go through in life, they just got to get to pensionable age. They're going to go through relationship breakups. Hopefully not. Hopefully everything goes swimmingly and everything's wonderful and life is great. But they're not having, let's face it. So they're going to go through hardship. They're going to go through financial hardship. They're going to go through relationship breakups. They're going to go through pets dying, parents dying. They're going to go through, life is hard, right? And so we're just putting some stuff in place just to make it easy for them. Like the minimum is like £25 a month. We might just start at that, £25 a month. Our income is actually going up through the year, according to our cash flow forecast. And so as that does that, we can start increasing those funds accordingly. Because we also don't want to skint ourselves. Not that £100 a month, but still £300 a month. That's a significant amount. It's £3,600 a year. That's actually a significant amount. And by the way, you can actually put in currently £2,880 into a child's pension, because they get tax relief at 20%, which takes them to the maximum of 3,600. I'm not a financial advisor. Don't listen to any of this. Go speak to a financial advisor. Get absolute proper advice from them if this is something you're going to do. But this is totally something you should be doing for your kids. Just pop £50 a month, £25 a month into their pension plan, and let compound interest just work itself through. I was reading something about FTSE 100 being really shit, by the way, for the last 25 years compared to, say, the S&P 500 in America. And so, you know, it's up to you where you put it. We'll probably put it into a Vanguard fund via a self-invested pension pot. Sorry, I needed a coffee there. So that's one of the things that we're going to do. And you know, this is about you being financially astute with the money. And if you only got a little bit of money, you only need a little bit of money to put it into your kid's pension. And people go, yeah, but what if I want a house? And what if I want a car? Well, that's something different. You know, I wanted to work this in reverse. I didn't want to give them enough money for a car and enough money for university and enough money for a house. I wanted them to have a pension plan that's in place, and then a house plan maybe, and then a car plan or a university plan, you know. I just wanted that in reverse because I just wanted whatever happened to them, they just know when they turn 18 and understand some of this stuff. They just know at age 26 when they're going through a divorce and the kids have gone missing and whatever horrific stuff is going to happen and they're depressed as hell, but you just got to survive and you can go live in Ibiza or the Philippines or anywhere on the planet when you get to 55, 60. And you're going to live till 70, 80, 90, 100 because just medical science and so on, you know, in 50 years' time. So that's why I absolutely wanted to do that. Again, not financial advice, but it's definitely something you should be doing. So that is financial. It's not financial advice. I can't give financial advice.